Hi everyone, welcome to this week's... So, ignore the sound effects from my phone. That's my husband sending me a text. It's nice to be remembered. So real quick, couple of things I want to cover. Today is Free Shipping Friday, so get those orders in. This is a great time to order things for Mom's Day and for graduations. If you want to go ahead and get those done, please go ahead and get them done this weekend. Free Shipping Friday is today, from now until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And, but I can if you order this weekend, I can guarantee your gift will arrive by Mom's Day. Next weekend, I have a major event. You Pender County folks, if you're in Pender County, you're going to be here, or if you're in one of the surrounding counties. Pender Spring Fest going on 9 to 3 or 4, something like that. Next Saturday, I'm usually there until 4, so unless I get rained out. And so come out and see us. And then on the 6th, my oldest and I are heading to DC for a field trip for the first half of that week. So I can go ahead, get your orders processed. If you need me to hold the shipping until the week right before Mother's Day, let me know that when you order, and I can just get your orders processed and have my husband put those out front for the mail carrier. So today we're going to talk a little bit about relieving some anxiety. I found out about a couple weeks or so ago that I have anxiety, and I didn't realize it, which is kind of surprising considering I studied 8 years to help people with various psychological distresses. But everything made sense. It's like, okay, why do I have this annoying tick in my face? Why can I not get my resting heart rate into the 60s or lower considering all the cardio I do every week? Why do I not sleep well at night? Why do I wake up with my heart pounding? So everything made sense. Yay! So I'm going to be taking care of that. But, and having someone help me take care of that. But there are things that we do at home, that we can do at home to sort of ease our troubles. Now, as I've talked to people, it's kind of become apparent to me that a lot of people suffer from anxiety and depression. Do we talk about it more? Or are things in our world creating this in us? I can pinpoint mine back to 2016. There were a lot of personal stuff going on, but there were a lot of cultural events, current to the time events happening. And I think both of them played in together. And since I didn't know what I was dealing with, I didn't take care of it. So now things happen and I just have less of me to deal with. So I'm looking forward to having more of me back, because I'm generally a pretty kick-butt chick and like to be able to handle my problems and take things as they come. But a couple of things that I do to help myself battle the anxiety: I exercise, I do aerobics, I do high impact and low impact, and I will go for a brisk walk or slow jog. Do, of course, weight training too. That's just part of my healthy lifestyle changes. But breathing exercises. And what I've discovered helps for me is I take a slow, deep breath in, about 5-second breath in, and I figure out what it is that's bothering me. Is it a worry? Is it a concern? Am I scared about something? Am I fretting over what I've got to do the next day? Whatever it is, I mentally hook that to that breath, and then slowly exhale, and whatever it is leaves my body with the breath. And this has been especially helpful in the middle of the night when I wake up and I'm having trouble going back to sleep. Prayer also helps. I have tried yoga, but I'm very new to yoga, so I can't just mindlessly go, okay, we're going into this pose. I have to look and see what that is. So it's not something I can completely lose myself in yet. Part of the anxiety that makes it so tough is life still goes on. No matter what you've got going on inside of you in your mind or in your heart, life is still happening. And it's really hard for us to take time to be still and just to calm ourselves down, because those are things that take a bit of time. So today I wanted to share with you one thing that is very relaxing to me is a tub bath. I may or may not take my phone with me and I always take a book. And everyone in my house knows, leave me alone. And I want to give you today a few really quick and easy bath things that you can do for yourself. I'm going to start with something really easy, and this is a soak. And I am missing, hang on one sec. Sorry about that. I had everything except my chamomile. This is a really easy soak. If you have time to get chamomile in your garden for this summer, I strongly recommend it. It is a delightful little herb. And this particular blend is really relaxing. It smells kind of like, it's got a pineapple-y apple scent to it. It's very pleasant. But this one, besides being a wonderful soak, also is incredible for helping ease inflammation or swelling for bug bites. I love this one when the mosquitoes have gotten a hold of me. I love this particular tea blend for when mosquitoes have gotten a hold of me, or also it's really nice for sunburn. It just is it gives a lot of relief. Now, very simple. I'm going to use, whenever you're doing a tub tea, you want to either get a hold of, you want a little bag. This is a muslin bag. And, or you can get empty tea bags. You can order those online. Or if you go to big box stores, for example, you can get little organza bags. They're usually about $1. If you have a coupon, you can get them for cheaper. And all I'm going to do is I'm taking some regular oatmeal, about a tablespoon, tablespoon of that. Put it right in the bag. A tablespoon of my chamomile. That's it. And if you can get a hold of some colloidal oatmeal, that's really nice too. You could probably rip open a bag of Aveeno, which of course you can find in any box store, and get the colloidal oatmeal out of that. You can also take your basic breakfast oatmeal and put it through the food processor or a coffee grinder. 5%. So I'm going to add a little bit more chamomile because I love the smell. So we've got about 2 tablespoons of chamomile and a total of 2 tablespoons of oatmeal. Make sure that is tied super tight, because there is nothing less relaxing than getting out of a wonderful soaking bath and having to clean botanicals out of your tub. So what you're going to do with this, you boil water, bring it to a bowl, turn it off, put the tea bag in, let it steep for 20 minutes, and then dump the whole thing in your tub. And so now you have a wonderful, relaxing bath with teas. And I've got a little one who wants to help, so I'm going to let her
We need the charger.
help.
We need the charger.
Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is a very super simple bath salt mixture. And I'm using Epsom salts. You can find these again at any box store. Epsom salts are used for, of course, as a foot soak. They're most well known for that. They are also used for constipation. So you'll find these in the pharmacy at your local big box store, and one of those 2 sections, either for foot care or constipation care. In this, we're going to do, you want 2 ounces total. 2 tablespoons is an ounce. Actually, I'm going to put this right in my jar. And we're using coarse sea salts. You can put that away for me too. Thank you. On the hallway rack.
This too.
Table. With that, I'll put it up top. I've got a little one who wants to be so helpful. I love it. Okay, and I'm just going to mix those together. And now I'm going to add a fragrance to it. Now, I love lavender. I want to say a few words. This is a lavender essential oil, and I want to say a few words about essential oils. One, there is no such thing as pure therapeutic. Great, Hannah. Desist. There is no such thing as pure therapeutic grade essential oil. It's a marketing gimmick. I have a number of very reputable suppliers that I use. Bulk Apothecary is a really good one, and so a lot of my colleagues swear by New Directions aromatics, and you can find those online. I also use just some of my basic suppliers for some of the less expensive, more common oils like mint, eucalyptus, tea tree, and so forth. And I'm going to add 2 milliliters to this. Now, be very careful with lavender if you are pregnant. Lavender does affect hormones and can, as it affects hormones, it will kick off a period. So if you are pregnant, don't use it. It can lead to miscarriage. So put it in. Now we're going to stir that up. Oh, the popularity doesn't end when I'm live. Okay. And it smells so good. Probably a great thing to do with this is to spread it out on a piece of wax paper and let it dry. And let the essential oils just work in there. That's ready for a bath. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is a fizzing bath salt. I've done this for bath bombs, but bath bombs take a very long time to make because they have to have a day or two to dry and cure up. So this is just a basic fizzing recipe, and I'm going to do 1 part citric acid, and 2 tablespoons of citric acid. Of course, I buy mine in bulk. You can find citric acid in the grocery store over near the fresh produce because it's used as an antioxidant and antioxidizing agent for fresh fruit. It keeps it from turning brown. That is generally a more not as great citric acid. Doesn't give you the fizzing that we're going to get with this. But if you go to stores locally that sell the equipment and ingredients for home brewing beer or home distilling wine, you'll find citric acid. It's a higher grade citric acid. And I'm going to add an equal amount of cornstarch. Now, my caveat here, I have never had any trouble using cornstarch. Some ladies have, if you are a lady who is more susceptible to certain lady infections, you do not want to use cornstarch. So, and I would recommend just sticking with one of the salt mixtures or the tea. But I have never had any trouble with cornstarch in my bath, so I still use it. Then again, it's not like I take baths all that often either. And I'm going to add equal amounts of that. And if you have hard water, a touch of borax actually will soften up the water for you, and it just makes your bath experience a little bit, gives it more of a silky feel. And I'm only doing, this is not live, honey. And I'm only doing about a 1/4 teaspoon of that. And for this one, I love my Orange Blossom and Amber fragrance. To me, that's relaxing. If you want to do a nice Orange Blossom with essential oils, Neroli is the is the scent to use. Let me stir this in real quickly. These are for me, so I'm going to mix. I don't care. And you can find, of course, you can find essential oils online. If you're going for a lavender, Spanish lavender is absolutely beautiful. It's very nice. It's less medicinal and more floral than some other lavenders. It's absolutely dreamy. And you can also find them in small bottles at like Whole Foods and stuff like that, and natural care stores.
It smells awesome.
Now with this one, when you add, I'm going to go for, I'm only going to do an ounce of this. And my rule, always cap before you do anything else. I've had my kitchen look like something out of CSI when a bottle of red dye went over the edge.
It was horrible.
It was bad. So, and with this one, as you're adding the fragrance, work it in quickly.
You can't let it sit too long.
And just cut it in. I think this weekend's going to be a little insane. We got soccer games. We have...
Spring Fest.
No, that's next weekend. We have soccer games this weekend. My older has her dance recital. We've got after party after the recital.
We're just dancing.
Tomorrow night it's going to be late and wild, and I'm going to be exhausted. So this one of these tub blends is going to be
awesome.
Making my life happy on Sunday. As you can tell, my 8-year-old can't stand it and has to be on camera with me. So,
It smells awesome.
It smells so good. And this, when you put it in water, fizzes. So it's a little effervescent. It's fun, but that fizzing releases all the fragrance. So releases the fragrance into the steam and just gives a wonderful, relaxing bathing experience. So there you go. 3 simple ways to get the most relaxation out of your bathing experience. I thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. Post them in the comments and I'll reply as I can. And don't forget, free shipping Friday going on today. And that will also apply to the things in my Facebook store as well. So, again, thank you. Have a fantastic weekend. And I will catch you later. Bye.